So I actually have something I want to show off, right? So I've shown you guys the alt costume, right? I've given it a slight upgrade. We've given it, there's a small update. In fact, there's a few updates to the model and some other things coming up. So I'm gonna show you guys real quick, right? So this is just a minor change, but it's a small tease, right? A small tease. Look at the jacket. Look at it. Looks cool, right? I thought, you know, I wanted to add a jacket, right? We're gonna have it a toggle, like, you know, like this. Looks cool, right? Look forward to that. All right, next step, okay? Let's play. Wait. There we go. Let's play Strive.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Wait, so I could teleport. I was trying to be frisky. Good enough for me. Well, I should have dashed forward, but I was looking for burst. Alright, fine. You know, I'm gonna teach you guys. I'm gonna teach you guys a little secret, okay? About how to deal with Scarecrow. Do you guys know that there's actually a very visible tell when you, like, to tell which, like, Scarecrow that Faust went to? The eyes, exactly. I don't know why I did change. That was like asking to fail. The eye flash is the easiest one to tell. The screen positioning obviously moves too, but the telling about the eyes is the most important part because oh, nice. Because it means you can counter poke it as he does it, right? Right? Well. Oh, I should have done something else. I actually ended up crouching for some reason. Thanks, my feet. Same thing. I don't know why I keep crouching there. What is a super secret technique to deal with Testament? I don't know yet. The thing is, a lot of how people beat Testament before was they just brute force like shit against Testament. But it doesn't work anymore. Damn, I didn't actually think that would kill. Oh, I did. It was 0 guns. Wow, I didn't actually think that would... It was like, oh shit. Nice. Oh yeah, that does not work. That's the next turn I need to get in the habit of. 6H. Oh. Oh, I should have done Air Arbiter. But I won't commit if they're going to take big gambles, just like committing to jump 2Ks preemptively. I don't need to actually do as much, I can just let them hang themselves. Oh, oh I forgot, that's a combo now. Oh, I blocked the wrong way. Alright, since their game plan is so dependent on forcing things, this is like a great example of how you can approach someone and not really have to take any risks. A lot of their strategy is dependent on just forcing things or like running things what feels like as they want to. So how you adapt to something like this is you just use the space that they give you and you just walk forward. If they overcommit or if they avoid playing footsies, then it's very easy to win from there without actually even knowing the matchup. So we'll see if they start to approach things a little more safely or if their default is to commit even harder. Either case, if they minimize the risk they take, then they may end up, you know, just giving up space. But if they're in this position, then I can just essentially go ham. Right. Well, I shouldn't have done 6-8. Wait, I'm surprised they got hit. So you can see now, I'm basically not even winning through like playing the matchup well. It's more like I'm just walking them to the corner and then the risk reward gets super skewed, right? Nice. I need to stop using 6H. If they use 2H, this is like another great example, because 2H is obviously high risk. At least in that situation. Punk. Oops, I played it fast, I see. So you can see, like, that time was just me walking to the corner. Oh, they left. I walked in the corner and just won from there. I go whoosh, exactly. Nice. I again was looking for jump TK, but I don't think it actually works against, or 6H works against it. Oh, it ran out right then. Oh, that's okay. Oh, nice. That actually did hella damage to me. Oh, I should have RC'd it. I should have expected it. I'm surprised I actually hit. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Alright, what's this? Lady. Oh. Alright, fine. Nice. Oh, I was not expecting run up 6p. But again, if they're doing things like run up 6p, they fold to me just minimizing the interactions I force. Nice work, Hunch. That's that, I think. How much health do they have? It's close. Why did I not jump in after breaking the wall of Stain Super? Because I can do something even better from there. A lot of the jump-in stuff after, like, wall break is not usually that good. I think they tried to run up gold first. Being grounded is usually pretty good because, one, how fast you get Crow back, or how you can use Crow, is quite good. And it's the thing I want to test the most. Nice idea. Oh no! I actually hit mini Faust. Thought I was close enough. Oh, teleports behind you. I do need to be more considerate. I think Faust could probably just react scalpel me every time I do charged fireball, which is like, if they just did like, if they slowed down and reacted to what I was doing, then I would be, I don't think it would work. I guess I should have done. That's 2S there. So I actually thought that hit for a second. Wow. Nice. Oh, that was that was H fireball. This may drop. That worked out for me. Yeah, I'm glad you liked the outfit, Rippy. Like, I tried to jump here. That was not very wise. Oh, nice. Oh, I'm okay with that. They burn a lot of meter using item super. I think it's probably not that great. Good enough for me. I like the random. I mean, it's fun. Thank you. I think it's stop being that if 2D wins. It's really hard to burst Testament at that range. I'm sorry, I'm about to be nasty. Oh, I need to change the song. I keep forgetting. I thought that would actually kill. I need to use more crow on combos. I keep forgetting. Well, I can actually punish them for that. They have to be careful about throwing items on defense like that. I'm actually lucky that kind of hit. I guess it is pretty vertically. Thanks. Gonna get hit by a bomb at least. Oh, I got hit by that though, so maybe that's like even worse. That's gonna be a lot of damage. That is entirely YRC safe. You basically do not want to YRC against Testament on the first hit. Let me in. Let me in.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Oh, that does work. Okay, that is pretty good then. But I don't think I need to charge Fireball anyways because of how they buffed it. Oh shit! I just had an idea. If Crow is that like good at catching shit like that, then well, I think it's super. Oh, I should have teleported. I need to I think that they're the most successful against me when they force me in those scrambles, so I'm not gonna scramble with them anymore. Oh, that was unlucky. Oh, nice. Oh, I thought I'd recover in time. That's the only reason why I did that. I respect the attempt. Oh, I like held I held teleport for some reason. I should have again just did it slightly hold. Oh. Well, I'm surprised they still did it. Oh, I think they'd Scarecrow again. Yeah, they're not really looking to change how they approach me, so I'm not going to change my game plan anymore. I'm gonna stick to entirely playing footsies based, not scrambling with them, and I'm gonna play directly RPS based when they actually do challenge me. Thanks. Oh. You can see what I mean with how they've slowed down. It's a little better, but they're still kind of approaching me a little too much. But they're kind of approaching too much, and they're also at the same time. I know this is kind of cursed, but they're mixing too much between like giving up space against me. Well, I should have done like regular orbiter probably. They're too focused on giving up space against me as a layer 1, which means when it gets to the point like this, from now on, I'm just gonna spam Arbiter at them until they start moving in the air more, which means usually I can play your score around how close to the corner I am.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
That was like 100. You never RPS like that against Testament when they have Stain. It's not worth it. They get a combo off everything and it's safe. So it's like, there's like no, it makes it so bad if you're wrong. I actually could have got a much better combo. Alright, watch this. Watch this, okay? You were supposed to get hit by the 2K. I couldn't even do what I wanted. Streamer, I always have Stain. I'm sorry. I think a lot of your adaptation was not terrible, but your movement was what ended up getting you kind of in a disadvantaged position almost every game. Movement was basically the big thing that I got you with. To be fair, everyone is bad with playing footsies with people who know how to play footsies.
Duel 1.
Oh, my bad. I can't tell if that was Oh. That's good for me. Damn. I actually didn't think that would go. Oh, they fucked up. Mine in. Oh, they're using a lot of 6K, so maybe I should just mash on TH against them. Oh, my bad. Don't kill me. Thanks. Oh, not nice, I'm sorry. If you see a Potemkin do Wake Up Heavenly, 9 times out of 10 just assume that they drop Super PRC. This Potemkin's also giving me a little too much space. Wow, that was bad. I did it a little too late. Oh, I should have reacted. For the PSC, yeah. Sure. Oh, I accidentally backdash. I almost fucking died. Oh, I tried to teleport. I tried to instant block. Oh. Just do regular Potemkin mix-ups against me. Don't do this 5D shit. Strike throw is good. Oh, I thought I was close enough. Oh no. Alright, I'm about to rob them. Watch this. I'm sorry. That one was like with my heart too. That one was with my heart. When I didn't say watch this, I said I'm about to rob them. That's how you know I was not fucking around. Oh. Thank you for listening. I keep doing that. That shit is not combo. Nice. Nice. I think it's timed it slightly, I think. Oh, I don't know why I did nothing. 5k beats that every time. Oh, I only did that because I thought it would combo. Aw, it's too close. Oh, I was too close. That's quite bad. I think they can kill me off this. Oh, my leggy! I need to just 5k against this person. A lot of their pressure seems to be kind of weak against 5k. Oh, it's definitely pretty bad against 5k. Aw, too slow. I need to stop, like, forcing so much shit against this character. He can disrespect it way too easily. Oh. Oh, that was unlucky. Oh, I'm okay with that. Oh, I RC'd it. That was not really that good either. Oh, mate. Basically, a lot of their pressure is dependent on if I use 5k or 2k instead of 5k. The other half of how they approach neutral is they're very preemptive with a lot of their options, usually when I approach. So as long as I focus on baiting their reactions every time and just playing footsies with Stain, I don't need to overcommit if they react with Slide Hit every time. Basically, I feel like a lot of how I went wrong or how I lost that round was essentially through how I was too greedy. I'm sorry. You can't burst that, unfortunately. Oh, that was supposed to be super, but I think I didn't get enough meter. Nice. Thanks. Nice. They should RC this, yeah, for corner. Don't break the wall though. Or not, well, not like that. Oops. I guess, right? Nice jump here. Really should not be going for extended jump keys like that. Nice tech. Well, I was looking to make them... I was looking to hit them again. I think they dropped their hammerfall. Oh, that's bad. They shouldn't have done that. Oh wait, I can just do Arbiter if they have stain on them. What's up, Gapes? Hope you're doing well. Gapes, you wanna play some games? I'm actually trying to play new Millia. Wow. Oh, I got lucky. That should have caught my backdash. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, my bad. I shouldn't have done 2S. That was so ambitious. Alright, we're in. I'm sorry. Arbiter is better than 6H. Oops. I need a fuzzy jump more. That's not really a good wall break for me. Alright, watch this. They tried to throw me, so it doesn't even matter. How do I deal with a friend that takes losses too hard or too seriously? There's something very important to understand about a lot of like mentality, stuff like that. Some people are just not ready. You know what I mean? Like, no matter how good of a person they may be, or like how much you like them, some people just aren't like willing to kind of, they're not at the point where they can kind of, you know, put away their ego. Oh, I should have done jump H. I'm sorry. That was almost very bad. The biggest thing I would recommend is, like, if you've made an effort, you have to understand that, like, as a friend, you can't control your friends, you know. You can't control, like, how they act or how they respond to things, no matter how much, like, you know, how much you like them. I've had a lot of people that, like, you know, I picked up the game with them, but, like, they, for some reason, were never able to, like, you know, get over themselves in some degree. And, like, as a result, it ended up, like, you know, keeping them behind a little bit. Exactly, it's very nice. There were definitely some people who were guilty of that in Exerd, but I wasn't talking about you. You know who I'm so happy is coming back? I'm so happy that Doran 2K is coming back. I am so happy about it. because some of you guys may not know how important Dorian 2K is to the not just the Guilty Gear community, but this stream. In fact, Dorian 2K. I hope they don't skip the intro because I want to show this real quick. I'm sorry, I can't show it anymore. He's not even a friend of the stream. He's like a ally of the stream. For a long time, the person I played all the time was just Dorian. Oh, I didn't think they'd gamble on that, but that's also good information to give me. He is kind of like the godfather of the stream. Nice. That, yeah, I was about to say that. I think that was this time. Good tech. He lost on national television, yeah. Oh shit, I didn't think that my hurt box would extend that far. Alright, fine. Let me move around you. Please burst, thank you. Well, that's an old route. I can do the crow route now. Yeah, I guess I can just use that then. Alright, let me show you guys this real quick. I'm sure some of you have seen this. He went to Japan. And this is his legacy. Hot, does it? That's so broken. Oh shit! That just goes over 2H? Okay, I guess I can't use 2H against him. That is not something I'm trying to fuck with. Clover cosplay. Oops, I should again 5K. I like how reactionary they are with Heat Knuckle, but I think they've shown it a little too much. Good tech. That shit just whipped! I didn't have to call that out! Watch this. Oh, I didn't actually think that would combo. The crow like went through like Potemkin's legs or something.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Oh fuck, that's not good. Oh fuck, I tried to fuzzy, but I don't care because they burned all their meter for them, so... Oh, if I stayed on the ground, I would have killed them. That was so bad. That was also pretty bad. Alright, late game. Oh fuck, I didn't think that hit me. My bad. I really should not use TH against this character. If if he can just react and use Mega Fist, then that's pretty bad. Oh, I tried to shimmy them. Oh, I tried to IBFD. Fuck, that doesn't work. I need to stop trying that. Alright, do it again. Please. Damn, Arbiter's so much better than it used to be. I really underestimated how much they buffed this move. It is very, very strong.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Oh, my bad. Alright, fine. Right. Oh, that's bad info to give me too. If you're gonna overcommit with Close Slash, I can RPS around risk away. Oh, I missed my secret. Don't kill me. Thank you. Estes. That's like Millia player classic. Oh, that was supposed to be 6 feet. But I think I got 5 each. I should have microdashed. Alright. Same thing. Can't keep showing that. Well, I tried to answer that. Wait. Okay. I'm okay with that wall break. They should have probably held the corner. Oh, they fucked up too. Thanks. That's fine. They gotta slow down. This playfights useful. If you focus too hard on forcing things, then you're gonna die. I've like not moved at all. Well, maybe more than maybe a little more aggression. Well, a lot of the reason why I didn't move at all was a direct response to how they approached me in the first round with run up close slash. So a lot of how they've been committing with either IID or just commit to run up buttons, I've been focusing more on clearing that. Like that, for example, was more about them just like they gave up too much space. Thanks. Wow, I'm actually shocked that combo. Nice. Thanks for 3 might. Might.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Might. Oh. I should have just done 5 key again. Oh, I was not expecting that run up. I think they're actually playing a little too much on the ground. I hate saying that usually, because like I feel like it always turns people into creatures in the air. But I think like they could probably use the threat of Capella a little more. Oh, I got lucky, that doesn't combo. Not like that. They're doing the hand thing, relax. Just slow down. Oh, I did have to catch it. My bad. I'm playing Axel? I would never play Axel, I'm sorry. Huh. Nice. They're a little too focused on... Was that supposed to be a mix-up? I can't even tell. Oh, my bad. Well, I'm surprised they still went for close touch. It feels like their adaptation is doing a lot more committal stuff, especially in the air, so they've kind of like leaned towards being a little too committal, so again, I'm gonna go back to playing the same way on the ground, and I'm not going to force anything else. I also will not be RPSing around Crow anymore. He's slow. I just had more fun in Tapping Chaos, and then I had more fun with Testament. Okay. Oh, I didn't get my super. Soul got heavily nerfed from Exert to Strive. They made him a close range character. Soul was a mid-range character before. Okay. Oh wait, you know what I just remembered you can do? I can just use Crow against him if he's summoning Drill. I forgot. That's actually like very important. Oh, my bad. Okay. Well, I don't think they still summon there. They can kill me on this. Whoa. Alright, I won't change my game plan at all. I'm gonna stick to just throwing Crow when he has when he's just throwing shit out, so that way I can just kinda use this and stay from a distance. close. I'm sorry.
Perfect. Duel 3. Let's rock.
Well, I probably shouldn't have wall broken off this. Oh, that was supposed to be... I tried to XP that. Oh, that was too far. Oh, I could have died. Yeah, their approach to the neutral implies they don't really know the matchup, so I'm gonna stick to... I was thinking of using just Crow to hit, which is also effective if they keep holding... What's the move called? The shield move. But if they keep throwing that, then I just do this. Well, I got lucky. I didn't think that actually combo... Oh, yeah, oppose, thank you. Woo! Oh, I'm sorry. I tried a fuzzy throw. I don't know why I said tried. I was successful. Nice XP. See? Nice. Oh, okay, that because he's out of meter. We burn meter for it. Nice run up. I think they can kill me from this. Yeah. We're back on 2D success, dude. Wow, I didn't even know what side I was gonna be on. Well, I think this is actually gonna hit, right? Yeah. Wait, that changes a lot. Oh, I didn't think they would run up. Goodbye. Okay. Okay. Oh, I got lucky. Okay. Oh, they fucked up. Or maybe they try to catch they try to catch my backdash. Nice movement there. Oh, my bad. Oh, my bad. I could've got a way better comment from that. Oh, I could've killed. Sorry, I didn't know. I didn't know how to make that bursty. To be fair, it's not as impressive reading a burst when they have a pixel of life left, and you can make the combo bursty. Oh. Oh, I did not mean to do that. I think I could use 2d6S on reaction to regular fireball. Let's see. But like on a block screen. That's way too committal. You have to wait it out. You have to wait for Crow to run out, basically. Or like, you have to play around Crow, I should say. If you focus too hard on just like getting in from zero, it'll be very, very hard, because their 6P is so fucking brawling. Where's the stun dipper? Thank you. Leggy.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Stun dipper. Goodbye. Friendly. I think this is gonna kill. Close. I love that pose for 5H. That shit is cool. Okay. Well, they shouldn't have done that. Don't give up your offense just for a small amount of damage. Arbiter does more damage than 6H. Likey.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Right. Oh fuck, the Lex. Oh god! God. Nah, that is death this time. Well, maybe not.
Let's rock.
Thunderbird? Well, I won't use committal options once they're stained. I'll stick to just, oh god, looking for 6 feet. Alright, that's death, I think. Maybe too close to the wall. Fuck yeah, I tried to make the wall not appear until like it was too late, but that shit did not work. Alright, there we go.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Oh, cheerly. Oh, Nate. You guys want to know a funny story? Someone, I forgot what scene it was, but one of them made like a compilation of like all of these like sets that their players played against like Happy Chaos, and they're like, oh, I can't beat the Guard Crush zoning. And I watched it, and every Happy Chaos they played against did not do a single Guard Crush in their zoning. I was like, oh fuck. maybe there's too many wires that got crossed with Happy Chaos. Thanks. Oh, I tried at 6 feet. A little ambitious. Oh, that's good for me. I'll take the wall break every time. Nice. They're still doing the same stuff on offense, so I'm not going to change my game plan at all once again.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
That was a good move. They gotta stop. This playground is... You don't want to put yourself in a position where, like, I can, like, deal with you without even really looking for it, right? It's not hard for me to look to anti-scare if, like, especially, like, against Millia, because, like, Millia... What, the crow? The crow? What was that? Especially against Millia players, because a lot of the time you already know that they want to ID at you.
Duel 3.
What's this? Lanky. Oh. I got lucky. Right. That's this. Oh. Again, I don't... RPSing with Stain is like, it's so good for Testament, so you have to be really careful about how you choose to interact with them. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry anymore. Well, I'm especially not sorry. Honestly, like, they didn't play that matchup that bad in the last round, but the way they forced something with roll, I don't know what the fuck roll is called in this game. That basically literally just killed them, like that one interaction. Back in my day, she rolled. I'll have you know. Alright, watch this. Turn off the stream. That was a bad break. Roll of Dust is a classic. Okay, bye. Oh, don't do stuff like that. That's, again, that incentivizing you to just RPS around H Reaper, which honestly I probably should be doing more in general. Oh, that's not worth it. Lakey. No, they use Katal. They're definitely focused on using the ground more, which I think is better. It's just, I think they like just commit too much on the ground. It's hard to find a medium though, right? But also, like, how I'm approaching this matchup now is I'm playing this a lot more like I would in older gear games. Where, like, I'm basically treating Capel like Pin, and it's honestly a lot better. Oh, I tried to crow there, but that was a little ambitious. Oh, I fucked up. I tried to fire S. Alright, they can IAD punish me. Let's see if they know. Maybe not. I need to stop using crow like that. Oh, that's too far. I should have just done the... I should have just done the Bias and the Arbiter. When can Millia try to attack during a block string? It's hard against Testament now because their frame data is so good. Yeah, jump D will be a lot better. If you want to fight Millia in the air, use jump D. What do you do to punish Capel? You can't punish Pin, right? But the idea is that you can move in a way that makes it so that if she throws Pin, essentially she's at risk, right? In older games, Pin is plus. It starts her offense. Capel is obviously more around like how you move, but before you had to consider how you moved or Pin just shit on you. Whereas Capel is more like if you Capel poorly, you're probably still gonna die. The worst thing about a bad Pin was that you just lost Pin usually, because the risk of like not having the Pin is quite bad. I think your approach is a little too linear with how you ran at me. Like a lot of the time, you ended up going for like they don't want to overuse spin. Oh, I can just RPS with them straight up. A lot of it was just like understanding how to position yourself and how to RPS against her. But usually with Capel, I mean, it's you want to position yourself in a way. You want to position yourself in a way that you can kind of cover. Well, I don't know why I did H Fireball. I knew that shit would have hit me. You want to position yourself in a way that you hit her when she's falling rather than anything else. Right. Oh, that was such a bad burst. No, why would you do that? Yeah, that was terrible. Because now they're going to this round. Like, there's like a very low chance of me winning last round. Oh. I didn't think that would be jump us. Alright, understand. I'm not gonna go too ham. I did not mean to do that, but I'll take it. The problem is, if you spin into Fireball, that situation kind of fucking sucks. Like, that is kind of like you're praying that I press something. I really wanted the round after being 6-0'd before. But see, like, that's the problem. Because you wanted it so bad, it was probably the big contributor to why I won that last round. Kill the sun. Oh, that sucks. No! Oh. Thanks so much for the prime stuff, yes? They shouldn't have given up space there. Oh, I could've killed. I could've killed in like 10 different ways. I'm sorry. Never mind, I'm not. Well, I'm really not now. And Halen ass music. True. Okay, so I need to start using more 5K. Holy shit! Well, that's kind of... They should have just waited until... they knew for sure that... I was going to, sorry. They should have waited to see if I would have opened them up or not. Thanks so much for the sub, so Pessy. I like 50. Thank you so much, Card. Yeah, I hate the heat. I love winter. I know, unpopular opinion. But I'm not built for the heat. Oops. Right. Right. I'm only doing this because of risk. Oh, I got lucky. Ooh, I'm surprised they still went for it.
Duel 3. Let's rock.
Right. Makes sense there, except in vitality. Strong name.
Slap. Duel 1. Let's rock.
Hey. Oh, he's slow. I should have done TP. Oh, I shouldn't have done it that close. Nice. Okay. Well, I'm surprised they went for a safe jump.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Oh, I just... Oh, fuck, I thought that was a hit. My bad. Oh, that was too close. Honk. Oops. I'm surprised they went for Tiesto. I was never good with winter or with summer, but I have to say, I'm definitely especially not built for it now. Then now I get grumpy when I get too warm. As you can tell, every time I start to overheat when I'm streaming, I'm like, I fucking hate this summer. How do you overheat in the top? Are you fucking serious? Are you serious? You have no idea. Why do we have boobs? Just to sweat? That's how it feels. This shit sucks. I'm definitely not even naturally hot. I have like the worst like circulation in my hands ever. When it's too hot for me, it's probably like blazing hot. Please stop following me around and breaking the calves. If like 3 people try to get on it at once, it'll break it. I think you can practice a mirror breaking it. I love that video so much. I need to play that again. If it's like just a little bit like choppy, like it's or like rollback frame wise, then it's not that bad because it's like you can still practice your fuzzy timing. But if it's like chugging, It's too much. Oh god. Right. I'm blocking them. I don't know about that. That's brutal. I blocked them. That is godlike. Oh yeah, that's fast as fuck. Oh, I didn't even see that. It feels like they're just trying to force shit, which, if they have established that they're only willing to, like, you know, go ham like this, it becomes very easy just to predict that, like, how to beat them without even really reacting to how they're, fighting you. Yeah. She blocked a laggy player yesterday. That's godlike. That is broken. Well, they should have braced it immediately. There's like there's two people I blocked, right? There was that one when I streamed. Oh, do you guys remember that? I streamed, remember I was streaming lobbies and someone was just like trying to break the order. So I blocked them over it, and then the next day, I fucking, I entered ICFC with Anji, and then they were the first round opponent I had. Do you guys remember that? That was fucking godlike. Also, I feel like I've blocked one other person that was apparently from Europe that like would not stop trying to play with me. I'm sorry, I'm from Canada. Oh, I tried to IVFD the whole time. I did watch them, of course. Of course. If someone has nothing better to do than like troll random lobbies, I would not consider them a threat. Oh, I got a fuzzy match more on them. They're again still forcing the same sort of interactions. You've seen me in EU at 3. I feel like I'm being framed. Oh, Americans in general. Nice. Oh, that's bad. Unless they go... Yeah, they shouldn't have all spotted. It's jutsu. Leggy. Leggy. I am not used to TK against Chipp. Oops. That's a true Guilty Gear player burst. That's, you know what that burst is? That's the Demendo burst. That's a classic. Ugh, I hate the heat. I'm about to turn on my air conditioning. You're about to hear a fucking engine in the background with how hot, how much I'm gonna be blasting that shit. Oh. You have noise cancellation though. What a foolish question. What a question. What a foolish statement. That shit will never save me from this shit. What?
Duel 2. Let's rock.
This is on the low. Oh. Can't hear anything? Really? Last time I did this, people complained the whole time. Yeah, what the fuck? You guys are lying to me. I told you. I've seen one. Turn it up? Okay. Alright. Can you hear that now? Fuck, it's so loud. Really? I feel like I'm being gaslit right now. Don't hear shit. Okay, great.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
I think I may have had game volume too loud before, so you probably could actually just, it like overpowered everything else. You are still the fool, but good recommendation. Now you can hear it a tiny bit.
Duel 1.
Thanks for the reason. You'll let I hope I pronounced that correctly. Yeah, I'm literally roasting myself for your guys' experience. Okay. Wow, that actually won. Oh, okay. Oh, nice. That was a really good jumpy K. Wow, that sucked.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Hi. Wait. Yeah, that's, I need like some like real investigation work. Where's Detective Seijan? Like the heat hasn't been a problem. Last year it was a problem. That was more because of the PS4. Like it's only started to get hot recently, but it has been bad. Now I can hear. Okay, I don't care. I'm leaving it on anyways. I got too much fucking. I'm sweating too much. Fucking how hot is it? It's like it's really hot here. I don't have a number for you. I wish I did. Please kill. Oh, okay. Well, I tried to air throw, but I would have lost there. They should have SD. Yeah, it's really hot. Don't cows like to eat? Well, not always. I like the heat until I start to sweat. Nice hit though. That was bad. Right. I matched a little too late. I need to actually save meter for when they start using Gamma, because they overuse Gamma a lot. Right. I'll take the wall, right? Yeah, I need air conditioning. Ah! I'm fucking... Oh, I think that would give me enough. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry again. Please, just like, I don't know, do something I'm expecting. Fix my posture, no. If you had fucking sweaty boobs weighing you down all the time, your posture would be shit like me too. I'd look like a fucking... I look like an eldritch horror right now. Yeah, I look like you. Yeah. I'm a Bloodborne boss right now. Oh, how'd I hit them? I think they 5P'd. Oh. Oh, I forgot. My bad. Oh, that's too far, I think, yeah. Exactly. Why do we have boobs? Just a fucking sweat. It sucks.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Thank you. This ain't a combo. It's really inspiring to play with such a handicap. Yeah, inspiring. I'll take it. I'm about to mash. Alright. Sweat you up. That shit's gross. I do not like that shit. move them. That's some psycho shit. Oh my god. That would be that I would fucking die. Nice 6-8 or 6-8. Too far, I think. I'm not taking off my boobs. You're gonna just listen to me complain. Oh. The point is, it doesn't matter anymore. Air conditioning saved it. Let's end this conversation. Let's leave my boobs in the past, okay? It's safe, guilty. I'm sorry. Watch this. Oh, fuck, I was gonna do it again.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Oh, that's too late. Oh, don't do that. I guess I could've got a better combo if I teleported. The other day when I was fighting Stink Boys, someone asked if people think I say watch this when I'm streaming. I probably do. I don't remember. I watched a bit of that stream, just to like see his perspective, and I was dying. Someone asked him like, oh, what do you think about what's it called? I need to use jump either. What do you think about Kai? He's like, or someone asked, do you think Kai is good? And he's like, I think Kai is pretty good. And then immediately after, he's like, let's talk about other characters. I love that shit so much. That is like, it's so godlike. Let's talk about other characters. I know that feeling so well. Nice jump. Nice run up. A bird. Like, yeah. I've not moved. I like was just whipping like 5 buttons, not moving. Oh, that was bad timing. I should have 6 speed instead of 5 speed. This is like almost going to kill them because of risk. do not want to YRC against Testament. At least like not on the first hit. Oh, I got kind of lucky. Well, I tried to... I was like, oh, this is gonna kill the projectile, but I don't think it actually would. It's almost going to kill once again. Alright. How much meter do I have? Alright, they're dead. Well, that was kind of bad. Ooh, nice movement. That was bad for me. PB's lost. Thanks for gaming with me. Nice match. That was good. I was trying to be cheap. Oh, I got lucky. They could have got a knockdown. I'm not quite used to it either yet. Oh fuck. That was not good. That was not good either. It's really hard to even punish Testament for that, because the thing about Testament is like, or Crow, sorry, is that Crow is not like other moves. Testament actually recovers like way before the projectile. Like once like Testament stops pointing, basically they recovered. So like there are some situations where it looks like they're like minus a billion, but in actuality they're like only like minus like 1 or something. I've earned a bubble bath. I actually, on the weekend, I actually got like stuff for like a bubble bath, like a bath bomb and shit like that. That shit was great. That's probably why I'm doing so good now. Thanks so much for that sub, Chiliano. Yeah, like, the thing about, like, how to contest things is if you're too, like, non-committal, then Testament gets to set up forever, right? But if you're too committal as, like, a baseline, then that means there's not much incentive for me to do anything but, like, wait it out, right? So a lot of the time, like, you got to the point where I could predict a lot of your offensive decisions, not because, like, I'm a beast, but you clearly have a preference for, like, forcing things. Not necessarily bad, but like it just becomes predictable because the game plan's already established, right? Does that make sense? Thanks so much for the reset, Rumble. Oh, I thought that was for us. The thing is, like, it's not easy to find a balance. That's, like, the hardest part. Once you find, like, a balance, it becomes a lot easier, right? A ton. But, like, getting there is hard. And it's, like, especially hard because it's, like, sometimes, again, people don't even need to know the matchup to, like, be successful against someone that like, approaches the matchup kind of aggressively. Because then you can kind of just crutch on... saying crutch is kind of funny in this context, but you essentially can just rely on footsies, or like your fundamentals, right? I played Bean on Monday, right? Or was it Friday? But Bean typically is like a lot more passive about how they approach. So like, with Chipp, you have to be willing to go ham, right? Like going ham with Chipp is like, that's the job description, right? But again, like if you're too like predictable with how ham you go, then it becomes easy to win through just like, oh, I'll just choose the highest like risk reward option every time, because like if I hit Chipp, he's dead, right? Oh, I did see that. But like, here's my thought process, right? As long as you are willing to own, like if you go ham on something, right? As long as you are willing to like accept, like, okay, well, I went for Rekka 2 and they matched out, or I went for like Rekka 1 and they caught me, or you know, they threw my Genro. I feel like a lot of people will just naturally improve over time if they view it more from the lens of like, you know, I chose this option, it was wrong. Like, it could be that they're like, you know, it's not as good in the matchup, or maybe like they're just really good at looking for it, or maybe I'm establishing too much of the same, right? So I'm gonna give you guys a little lesson after this. I rarely do this, but this is actually something I've thought about for a while. And it's kind of close to how we've talked about RPS in the past. Again, bonus lesson. Well, I think that would give me the meter. Do you think VOD reviews the pro health? I mean, it depends. Well, like, defense, I can't tell you because no one actually figured out how to fight against this character last patch. They just tried to, like, brute force all the interactions, so I don't even know how you defend against them or how the characters do. Yeah, just don't get hit. Obviously, avoiding stain is a big deal, right? Thanks. Well, I tried to super too late. Oh, relax. See, here's a good example of what I mean. A lot of how this Millia is approaching is through the air, right? So, like, a lot of my options are going to be default, like, based around dealing with Capel, right? Above all else. So if I focus on like just avoiding Capel, then I can also cover how they approach me or choose like the way they interact with me, right? Like for example, I can just focus on throwing fireballs, choose to pace myself like a little differently once they've shown that they're willing to respect it, right? But here's the thing about RPS that a lot of people forget. You never have to just keep going, right? You can always just like, I just threw fireball like 100 times. Now this time I'm literally just gonna wait for them. I use their movement as like a direct advantage, right? Like because they air dash back, there's not much they could have done against 6P, which as a result meant that I got the corner, which led to wall break, which in turn led to me winning the game, right? So like in that context, where do you think they lost? A lot of it was literally they lost on the air dash back just because they represented the option so much, right? They could have used Capel, of course, but like the problem is if you minimize the interactions, then it becomes like, well, if I get hit by Capel, like who the fuck cares? Whereas if I hit her, she's probably about to die. Nice 6P. So see, now that they represent 6P, I have to be more mindful of it. But the incorrect decision against that is to actually like IAD at me. Because I'm already going to be looking for you to whiff something. So you don't want to like make it easier on me, right? Yeah. You should consider Capel if you don't. Nice throw. Punk. I'm okay with that. So like even in an interaction like that, this is like a scramble situation that in terms of risk reward favors me. So since their baseline is to essentially just force more stuff rather than slow down, this is where I would go into playing just off raw risk reward. This is where I would essentially avoid playing the matchup because I don't need to anymore. I would simply just focus on like choosing the highest damage option on every single interaction that gets forced, right? So like once they're stained and I have meter, I'm going to just fucking mash on like 6p if they're even close to near me. But let me give you some examples, right? Well, actually, we'll talk about this in a document so I can make it'll be easier to track. Oh, that was a bad bird. Oh, but they threw me, so it's not that bad. I'm okay with that. They wall break, this is good for me, but I have 100 meters, so I don't care. Alright, they got my burst. Watch this stuff. Watch this. Oh. So see, notice how I'm positioning myself so that if they go to 6p, if they want to compel me, they have to do it at like basically as soon as they're falling. But you can see because of how I'm like moving and how they're like using compel, I'm basically just like doing the same shit over and over again with how I'm moving. And then it creates a scramble, which in turn will be in my favor. Because like, you know, again, in terms of Millia versus Testament, I mean, well, you'll see it next time I hit her. That was a bad use of meter. Nice jump page. I don't mind bursting because it's Millia, so even if I'm wrong, I get my burst back pretty fast against her. Again, you have to remember, like, a lot of people thought pretty lowly of Testament last patch. I still think Testament was pretty good last patch. They just had, like, 2 things that really worked against them. Everything else I kind of feel like is kind of excessive.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
But, like, again, a lot of people are, like, you know, if they may play, like, for example, Ram. Which, like, if you compare Ram to Testament, I could see how you think that they're quite bad. But it's less about Testament and more about Ram, right? Or it was, I should say.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
No, you cannot break that. Typically, if you burst against Testament, the rule of thumb I would almost always choose, or I would almost always remember, is don't burst close slash. Just try, if you're gonna burst them, you should probably burst on reaction to 2H, because there's nothing they can do without meter. whereas bursting close slash is quite dicey. Any advice for a first-time tournament goer? Try to have fun with it and try to make like I would say try to put some goals together for like, you know, oh, I want to practice against, like, I want to play casuals with people and, you know, do X, and so try not to stress, like, try not to stress too much about like your performance. Oh, my bad. I'm actually shocked that one.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Ah, Christ. Oh, that was kind of good, Anji. Oh. Surprised they baited there. Let's get information to get into. Oops, I tried to FD you. Oh, but that's a bad wall spot. May drop. They may be like way a little too far. Oh my god, what a buff. Oh, bad info to give me too. Basically, it's clear that a lot of their approach is to force clear out games rather than take it slow, which means as a result I can bank on the fact that I can use Stain on them and kind of crutch on Stain carrying me through a lot of the interactions. Oh fuck, that's quite bad. This song is very good. Oh, I missed my dash. Nice reaction. But I don't think Faust would probably not be dashing up to me like that. It's because understanding risk reward is quite complicated for especially lower to mid-level players. Essentially, risk reward, to summarize, changes in every interaction. It doesn't matter if there's meter, it doesn't matter if there isn't meter, it doesn't matter if how you move. Every interaction creates different risk reward. Meaning that sometimes even like they can be fantastic with how they press buttons, how they hold their ground, but then their movement and positioning is too weak, and as a result, I could win off of like forcing corner situations, for example, right? They're not low-level players, but their concept of risk-reward could be low-level, which is not a shameful thing. Again, like, you can't expect to be flawless at something you have not put much time or effort into practicing specifically, right? Yeah, exactly. There's more to learn. And the reason why I specifically highlight these options and the things I went through is so you can directly respond to it. If you're upset that like I will say like, oh, I use risk reward here or there, this may not be the stream for you because I'm not focused on like, I'm trying to help people improve and, you know, reach their goals, not like you know, just say, oh, you're doing great no matter what. Because, first of all, improving is not like a dirty thing. You feel me? If there's like some like insecurity about like, oh, I like how dare you say my risk reward is not so good, then that may be a sign that your ego is blocking your own improvement, right? Nice. Yeah. Everyone is not gonna like no one is perfect. I don't quite understand what you mean. Risk reward in the context of Guilty Gear is some of the most like dominant.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
I mean, if you disagree with me, also, I'm open to hearing counter arguments about what they're doing wrong as well. When did you get a hat? A lot of people do have, oh, my bad. A lot of people do have the same problems, and I've talked about this a ton, where a lot of people do not, not a lot of people really understand how to play matchups in the same way. I mean, I don't care about, like, negative opinions, but, like, I'm not against feedback. Again, it's not about just being right. Again, my content is focused for, you know, helping people improve. Oh, I fucked up. Hey. How can you work on risk reward? A big part of it is, like, first of all, recognizing the interactions that come up. Again, it depends entirely on the interactions that not just come from the RPS interactions that get forced. For example, like, let's say if you do something at round start, right? If you fight at round start against, let's say, Soul versus, let's say, like, Testament or Zato, right? Testament or Zato may not have such, like, incredible direct risk rewards, but the situation that follows may be almost impossible to consistently deal with. Which means when you consider risk reward, it's not just considering, like, the immediate outcome or like the immediate return. It's about the situation that follows and what it gives them as well as what it gives you. You may notice sometimes I'll even say, like, oh, that was a good wall break for me. Which, if you view things purely in the terms of damage, that doesn't make sense. But because it's, like, directly, like, well, I get to reset to neutral, I have space to work with, sometimes I'll have more meters, sometimes I'll have burst. These are all things that matter into risk reward, right? Sometimes, a good example, in fact, one of the most common poor uses of risk reward, or, like, one of the most common, like, I guess, I want to say symptoms, I guess, is that they essentially do not use their meter well. So I'll give you, like, a basic example. let's say if you get hit by me when I have 50 meter, I go into super, right? If I hit them and I did not have meter here, I would not have killed, right? Well, I guess it didn't. I guess it didn't matter anyways. But this is a direct interaction where the RPS was different because of how we interacted, because of the meter situation, and because of the screen positioning, right? So I mean, that's like a very good example of something pretty basic, right? And that's what I would consider basic too. Oh, I shouldn't have dashed so close. Yeah, burst is similar, right? Like, sometimes I know like you may want like a round, but like if you end up, let's say, bursting immediately after you get hit and you win, and then you lose the next round instantly because you don't have burst, then like sometimes I would again directly consider that a consequence of poor risk reward, right? Essentially, you have to understand that risk reward in fighting games, it's like fighting games, you'll never be right all the time, which means you have to be able to base it off of like essentially odds, right? I assume things like poker are similar, right? I'm not a poker player, by the way. That's exactly what I just said. That's literally what I just said. So like, if you understand that, then you also understand why it's so common that this comes up, right? For example, there are some interactions where you can essentially crutch on things that are essentially just minimizing the risk reward. Like, let's say if you do IAD or like run full screen delay button every time, right? Also, here's another good example. I walked them to the corner, so like I did not really take any risks to increase my risk reward as well, right? So even that interaction is a good example. Well, I should have done 5k. But again, I'm not looking to always be right. The goal is to educate and learn together, right? How I approach this is if I say something, you know, and you're curious about it, feel free to ask, because if I say something, I have a reason for it. But likewise, if you disagree with it and you have a reason for it, then I like to hear it, right? Yeah, it is not always possible. That's the key thing. But here's where a lot of people get this, right? A lot of people understand that, but here's where they go wrong. Some people will end up doing the thing where instead of being like, oh, this is like too hard for like, you know, let's say I can't run at Testament as much. They may think I'm just gonna go very ham every time because like it's hard either way. So it's like, well, I'll just do the same thing and gamble every time, which is also bad risk reward because a lot of the time, if you brute force and you never slow down, for example, then it becomes quite hard to be consistent. And it's extremely common, right? Like, even top players do it. Like, even high-level players that play every matchup are guilty of it, right? Oh, that was a really good hair card. Okay. Oh, I'm surprised they did that. Oh, I should just play it. So here's a good example. A lot of how this Millia player has been approaching me is essentially just RPS around Capel and jump 8. So for what I'm going to directly address this is I'm going to choose every time they jump over me or every time they start to fall on me, I'm going to RPS with close slash instead of 6p now. Because they represent the option so frequently, I could use essentially just the highest damage like option because I can bank on the fact that they'll keep doing it, right? Right. Well, I got lucky. Like that time I was not even looking for it. Well, I was also... I got a little lucky with that one. But also, since they keep representing that, I should use more space jump D. But since they've been mostly just running at me, I haven't had many opportunities to use jump D the same way. All these interactions are extremely in my favor, especially when they're cursed, right? Or stained in this game. I should have done. Wow! Holy fuck! I'm shocked that interaction worked that way. Oh, my bad. ID. So now they're not using the air as much. Though also a lot of it was like I just interacted with them essentially more correct for how I should with this character. Right. It's IAD. Instant air dash. So I guess it's not instant anymore, huh? Oh, a little too slow. See there, I should have just chose jump B. Oh, that was slow as fuck. That's terrible in this version. Say ED. It sounds like a nuclear weapon. Nice. So see there, even something like that was a direct consequence of RPS. I was not afraid to just mash into them because of, because of, like, you know, I was outside of the corner and they were in the corner. So if I was right, then it was quite advantageous for me. Nice. I thought that was last round. I was about to say they should have bursted, but it was smart not to because of the situation. Like that would have been a good burst just to maintain the corner. Thoughts on the positive bonus block strings that are developing? I mean, a lot of them aren't new. Like Chipp and Ram could do it last patch, but people just like didn't do it. But obviously it's a lot easier now, or I should say it's a lot more stable for some characters. Right? So see, like even here, I walked into the corner. So this situation is directly favorable for me, right? Oh, I fucked up. lady.
Slap. Duel 2. Let's rock.
I don't know. I try to do some fancy shit. Oh. Thanks. Are there any good ways to help find a character that meshes with personal playstyle preference? It depends. There's some, like, you can see it in how some other people play. Like, if you really like playing like super like gamble heavy or like RPS, a lot of the time you have to remember that like you're not really going to be put into a position like that unless you play like Leo. Or I guess you could play it with other characters, but there's definitely a limit to how stable it will be, right? What do you tend to do to avoid getting pushed to the corner by Tesman? It's basically the same thing as how you would approach most mid-range characters, where if, like, let's say, if you focus too much on just backdashing, then that's like the key thing, right? Backdashing is usually, it's not even a matter of like the matchup. A lot of the time it's just like your default. Okay, tell me if this is you. Not literally Glack, but like you know, anyone that falls like is called out by this. Instead of when someone runs at you, instead of holding your ground, your default, and you always do this, is just backdash. Nice game. Yeah, a lot of it is sometimes just standing your ground. I'll be honest, here's another great example of something that a lot of mid, like low-level players do, but like it's extremely effective at high level because of how common it is. If you ever play someone who just like sits there and just fucking swings like this, like no scare, that actually like knows how to play footsies, then it's like a lot of it can just be boiled down to like, oh, like how effective is the risk reward, like from there, right? Isn't the reason why people backdash is because they thought we were gonna throw? Sometimes they backdash to avoid the interaction, but the problem is if you always backdash to avoid the interaction, you're predictable, and that's how you're essentially. Again, this will lead into risk reward, right? Because even if, like, let's say you just keep backing up when I, like I get close to you, right? Like, jump back like that. You gave up space, right? Let's say every time, like, that sort of thing comes up, the problem with it is I'm not taking any risks. I'm just moving forward, right? So, like, even if you give up, like, one backdash or one back jump, that's also something that inputs or impacts risk reward, right? Yeah, of course. It's not easy. And the reason why I know about it is because I did that shit all the time, right? I know how it is. RPS is always, like, shifting, right? So as long as you, like, aren't... If you're not even considering how movement or, like, how, like, meter can impact your risk reward, that's the first place to start. Because a lot of it, like, it's obvious, right? Like, oh yeah, well, of course, if I'm closer to the corner, then they're gonna do more damage to me if they wall break, right? And of course, if they, like, have meter, they're gonna be able to RC and convert, right? Also, how to practice whiff punishing? I would say... Oh, nice duck. Honestly, I'd say the biggest thing is just practice in a game. Don't be afraid to like lose while practicing it, because you're not going to be able to get in the habit consistently unless you do it in an actual game, right? Ugh.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
White women, lol. Yeah, that I'm still not over that. Oh, I think that hit me. Good burst. Actually, the second hit may hit because of the angle they're at. Yeah. Nice throw. I don't know why I tried doing that. Oh. A little too greedy.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
I'm sorry. That was a bad burst.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Oh, that was too close. Oh, my bad. Oh, my double bad. I don't know why I mashed there. I should have supered. Ow. That shit hurt. Oh. So they're starting to force more stuff, so I'm gonna run at them and start forcing more RTS, especially when I have stand. Man.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Oh, that's not good. What can I think of Dr. Mario? You know, I have a friend who's a notorious Dr. Mario player. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Oh. Wow, that actually hit. Too close. I've been killed by Dr. Mario down throw down V so many times. I'm glad he's bottom tier.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Traumatized by Dr. Mario. Oh. I like brain farted. I like saw the air hit and I went for fucking succubus super instead. Oh, I should have done jumpy again. Oh, that's my dash. Oh yeah, I forgot. It works like that. I could have killed, I think.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
It was 7 frames. I think it's 6 frames now, right? It's quite good. That did like no damage. I guess it was off the 2K. Oh, my bad. The existence of Dr. Mario and like shit like Game & Watch and Smash is so fucking sick. Like, I love like seeing people be like, I fucking hate Game & Watch. it's like so funny to me. Like this no, like looking at the character, I'm like, you guys hate this dude? I heard he's top tier. Everyone's like, "Oh yeah, this character's so fucked up." I was like, I was on that Game & Watch train before everyone else. I hope you guys know that. Ask Rafi in the chat. I'm the original Game & Watch. I know that's not something to be proud of, but I wanted you to know. Yeah, Game & Watcher since 3rd strike. I don't know. I don't know if I want it. I actually want people to know that about me. Long live Game & Watch, true. Oh yeah, I like people be like, I hate my. I have like a few friends who call him Minecraft Steve, and I don't know why, but that's like the funniest shit to me. Minecraft Steve. You identify as a Game & Watch player, you're definitely a stoner.
Are you ready?
Really? Really?
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Hey. Oh, don't explode me. Well, thank you. Wait, I just like did not block. I don't know. I did not think that through. Right. Notice already. I have not been able to walk into the corner. Alright, well now I can, I guess, but that's different. This is gonna drop. Ooh, I should have just thrown. Okay. Oh, that's bad. Do not do stuff like that. Not as a consistent. Like, you do not want to show things like that unless like you're 100% against someone who's like too afraid of interacting with you. Alright. I'm gonna get my brace back though. Oh, I'm shocked they still scalp though. It seems like they're, again, this is kind of the problem with what I'm talking about with risk reward. At this point, a lot of what they're doing is quite aggressive, which it's not bad considering how much they've established defensive options. But now I can purely rely on risk reward once again. Because again, I can almost always predict that they're going to just run at me and choose some option to represent holding the ground. Which again is a natural evolution considering that, you know, I've specifically told them that that's, well, I mean, I'm talking about it on stream. Basically, it's a direct, like, you know, well, I try to super. It's a direct, like, adaptation to how they've approached it. So it's quite normal, I guess. Well, I'm surprised I didn't kill. I'm also gonna keep using teleports to alternate between, like, to keep them from just forcing stuff. Oh no, they shouldn't have done that. So I was gonna do a bomb though. But like, for example, me doing this is a direct consequence of how they've shown me how they're willing to adapt. I shouldn't do that either, because Faust can, oh thank god. Faust can jump 2k and beat 6H. Thanks for the prime, Sudan. I really appreciate it. I need to stop doing that shit, does not combo. Nice 2H, that was very good. So you can see kind of more of what I meant. I would never do run up close slash unless they've already established that they're willing to make an equal commit of either committing to dash up to me first, or if they'll do things that leave them open, like item toss. That's like you could see it directly of what I mean. Like one side I would never go for it normally, because it's just like an unnecessary risk. But if I can consistently rely on risk reward, then I will use, like, you know, more aggressive options like that.
Let's rock.
Nice. Nice. I'm okay with that. Because it seems like their game plan is primarily focused around using the air, so back to we're on jump D duty once again.
Slap. Duel 2. Let's rock.
Nice. Oh, I did not mean to air dash forward. Oh, I tried to use what's it called? Ooh, that actually comboed! Holy fuck. I'm purely choosing, essentially when I say rely on risk reward, a lot of what I mean is I'm using essentially the basis of what they've shown me. Sometimes it is matchup dependent, right? Like, it's not always just like pure like habits. But essentially what a lot of it is means like I'm gonna start playing odds more than anything else. Nice. Oh, I meant to. That was a little too frisky. I should have just 6-speed them. So, for example, with how they're using the air and how they're using a lot of their mix-up options, I'm going to purely just choose a lot of like things. Like if I were to do wake up button, I would probably choose close slash, right? Nice. Nice. I'm okay with that. Oh god. Like, see, like, situations like that are ones that I should be more specifically looking towards taking advantage of. There's like no point bursting Stain when, or close slash Stain. If you close slash someone with Stain, it's like burst safe because you can just jump cancel it, right? But I never do it. That's like one thing I get in the habit of. Thanks so much for the Prime secret. Nice. Honk. Oh, I didn't think that would bother me. Is a strategy RPS if they're actively adjusting and risk reward if they're forcing the same game plan? Yes, usually. So like, see, the Millia player tends to like air dash back a lot, right? Or like back step a lot. So it's like the same sort of situation where like sometimes I can end up winning just because they ended up cornering themselves, right? Even here, right? I know, I sound like a fucking scientist. I do like Tony Hawk Pro Skater too. You know what else I like? I really liked Underground too. I thought Bam Margera was like the coolest dude when I was young. Okay. Everyone hates 21, but you gotta admit, she got one hell of an outfit. I love like like what is it, like checker pattern kind of? That shit is so awesome. I love that dress. Nice. Not less, he's slow. Try I didn't bait that. Well, I fucked up. They fucked up too. I mean, I was like 8. I could have killed. I feel like a lot of the, like as a kid, a lot of the people you look up to, you're like, oh, it's like that. You know who really disappointed me? You know what show I fucking loved when I was young? I loved Win Ben Stein's Money. You guys ever watch that game show? And then I was like, oh, I wonder what Ben Stein's doing. And then I looked him up, I was like, oh shit, never mind. I don't know why I didn't get any success. I was a little ambitious. Well, so they're doing, see, like, this is a good example of someone that is actually directly doing what we were talking about, right? They're holding their ground, but the problem with how they're holding the ground is they're choosing buttons that are directly too, like big, like too slow, right? So, like, it's way more incentivizing for me to just play around, like, counter hit situations more than anything else. Being a smart guy made you a smart guy. I like that a lot. I was bull, to be honest. Though, like, I could never skate in person. Because, I'm like, I don't like boo-boos, you see. Oops. Oh, double loop. I loved, oops. I loved, what is it? Sims, that's it. I loved The Sims so much. What really got me into watching Jerma a lot last year was when he did his Dollhouse stream, and I thought it was like the coolest thing ever. Specifically because, like, I have such fond memories of, like, The Sims 2 specifically. I bought every expansion pack for that game. I was a fucking fiend on The Sims. Here's sidekick. I know, if you guys know Vogue, he comes in the stream sometimes. He was a Heian player, one of the best Heian players in North America in Exer, and he like loves he loves fucking RuneScape still. I watched him play it once. That shit actually, like, people call 14 a job. That shit is actually like, that's work. RuneScape is actually crazy now. Like, the way, like, they grind that shit out is actually insane. Oh, I tried to teleport, but I think I would have died anyways. Play one more, and then I'll give this lesson real quick, okay? Okay. Look at that gamer chan. Oh. Oh, my bad. Oh, my bad. GG. It's been a lot of fun playing Testament. I've been having a really good time with Testament this patch. What? Why is there a timestamp on your message? 3:24 p.m. Okay. You guys ready to learn? Here's a basic idea of how I view RPS, okay? Let's boil down the most common interactions. You can go deeper than this, but essentially, like, both players have to have a very established understanding of RPS to go here. But basically, it is passive option, aggressive option, and usually the third is a little more situational, but I would say it's more, I would essentially view it more on movement.